Crisanta Tawing. And then I married to Roy Edward Sanders. So now I'm Sanders. I married to him like 27 years. I met him in Russia when I was working in Russia. I worked in the fishing boat. So that's where I met Roy. I was 36 years old. He was 28 years old.
Was there a problem about the age gap? Because in relationships, normally it's the
man is-
guy that is older than the woman. But were there any problem or concerns about you dating a younger man?
Oh, not really. Beside when I was in the boat, my old suitor, I guess, is like 20, 21 to 22. Just only Roy is a little bit older than them all. So for me, I guess age doesn't matter. And beside, I'm look young before. Nobody believed my age. Come from Tennessee, USA originally, but his parents live in Montana. I live here in the Philippines and I have 3 kids, 3 girls. My oldest daughter is 42, my second daughter is 41, and my younger daughter is 37. I work the Alaskan American company, but we're fishing in Russia.
Okay, so you met in Russia. What happened then?
Well, when we finish our 6 months contract, it invite me to go to Montana. And that time, when I finish my contract, that boat, I'm ready to come back to the Philippines because I have enough money for my business. Thing is changed. So he invited me there for a week. And then he said, well, Montana's very nice. So I said, oh, okay. But I have that ticket ready to come back here in the Philippines. And so because he said, meet the parents. So I'll go with him. And after that, he won't let me to live anymore. And that's the start for our relationship together. I mean, yeah, I know already him when we was in the boat. But on that time, he won't let me to leave and come back here in the Philippines. So that's the start our relationship.
How long was the dating journey before you got married?
A year.
Did you get married here or was it in the US?
We get married in US for civil wedding. But first, first I do that. I have to divorce first my American first husband. So that's why I get married to Roy. And after that, after 3 years, we decided to get married in the church here in Valencia.
Oh. So you had 2 weddings.
Yeah, here we get married in the church.
I see.
Finally.
So you said earlier that you had to come to the US to work, but how long or how many years was that before you met Roy?
Oh, is that only when I get to America? So, and then I get that job on the Alaskan company. So we're fishing by Russia. And that's where I start meet Roy. And then when they invite me to go to Montana, so that's where we live together in a year. And then before we decided to get married. Going to America, it wasn't easy for me too. I was married to American also before I was, and he's working in the boat. That's where he took me there. And then we have this deal to divorce when I get there, just because he want me to pay back everything what he spent to me. So that's the reason why I have forced to go to America. And seriously, I really don't like to go to America. It's not my dream. but I have to force to go to America because of my ex-husband want me to pay everything how much it spent to me.
So, were there any major differences when it comes to living in the US compared to the Philippines?
Oh, a lot. Believe me, when I was in the boat, I worked 18 hours today at the night because I work night shift. And then the next day, I work 16 hours. For those 6 years, no, I mean 6 months long. I've been doing that long hours I work, and that's I feel like really worse for me. So when I get off the boat after that 6 months, because every 6 months only finish contract by contract. So when Roy took me to Montana, so he decided me to stay there because he want me leave to come back home here in the Philippines. So in that case, all money I had, I have to spend there, buy a little house, and apply a little appliances and things of that. And then I decided to work in the hospital.
Your job at the fishing boat was contractual, right? So it's every 6 months. So after 6 months, what did you do for a living?
Oh yeah, when I live in Montana, then I worked in the hospital. I work first is sewing and delivery of those linen. That's my first job. And then after 3 years, then I moved to be a sewing job at a Sims Fishing Company. That's what I had those. Reward for my 10 years that time as a good employee. 3 years in the hospital, then because I don't like this kind of job. My skill is sewing, seamstress, sewing, making this, like those kind of stuff, like fishing stuff, fishing suit. That's what I make that. Because I like those clean job and like the sitting only, not really, But it's hard job. Hard, really. Because America is not easy to work there. Not like, beside of that, I work triple job. I work on the mothership. Those are production there, like those king crabs. That's where the fishing, and then like those discovery boat coming. If you guys watch those discovery, so you can see those king crabs fishermen. That's where those guys come in, and then we are process of those. So first, my job is really the hard job. I was separate those legs, good and bad legs, because some of those legs have shell on it. So and the other one is clean. So we have to separate those on basket. So that's my first job for like a month, and then after that, I moved to making a boxes. I have that box and then put the machine and make it just form the box. Yeah, and then after that, after I worked that a month, then I moved to the galley. So we're feeding like 250 people. So that's my last job before end of my 6 months contract. Hospital first for 3 years, and then after hospital, then I find a real job I like. That was a sewing job. So I worked that place like total is 17 years. And beside of that, I have another job, part-time job. Like we work 7 days a week. That's what we work like cleaning condos. And we make money of those because we work for pieces. Pieces like whole condo. Me and Roy work clean that. And then they pay us like money, like $100
Oh,
for
wow.
that. Yeah.
And you've been doing
then-
that for how many years?
5 years. And then my original job, sewing job, that's where I make more money because I'm really fast for sewing. The more you make more, the more money you get.
Okay.
So I make triple my hourly. That's why I built this house. This is a product of my hard
Hard
work
work.
of sewing job, but my body is really, hard because beside of that, I have sending money here in the Philippines for my kids before that. And then I decided to take my three daughters and my grandson in the same time. So I have to work triple job because I have to spend those all monies for process those papers and everything. So I'll do that for myself without asking any penny my husband.
You really are somebody who is a really great example for many Filipino women out
Yeah.
there.
Life in America wasn't easy. So difficult. If you have no job, you're really nothing. Not like this here in the Philippines. If you don't have work here, you say you just go to your neighbor or your relatives. You can eat there. You can ask for something. But in America, no.
It's a totally different world.
Totally different. Like, really, like you have to work hard for yourself. We took 7 years for our relationship, even though it's really difficult to understand his attitude, being drunk, drugs, and cheating on me. When I was working in the boat, I don't have even one penny on my hand.
So the check goes to him.
It goes to him. I make $3,000 a month, but my kids got only $700.
So he's
So
cashing
they got
money.
all of my money. Most of my money, I mean.
So he's cashing the check. He gives $700 to your kids,
Uh-huh.
but you don't get any.
No.